It's very stretchy on the outside, and then the inside is that beautiful pistachio filling. Girl, this is the blind leading the blind over here, okay? Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan and another cook with me video. Today we are going to try out another viral recipe, and I actually tried this a few days ago. Like, I tried to film it. This is deja vu for me. Like, I did this already, but I failed. I'm not gonna lie. And it was so bad that I was like, you know what? Like, I don't even think I can use this footage. But they may call me cheap. They may call me lazy. One thing I am not is a quitter. So I'm trying again, okay? I think I've learned some things, and I'm hoping that this new way of making this is going to work. Today, what we are making are Dubai Chewy cookies. Rose, what are Dubai Chewy cookies? Aren't you just talking about Dubai chocolate? No. This is not Dubai chocolate. It's very similar in a sense that it has basically the same filling, but the outside layer is gonna be a chewy, chocolatey layer. So the texture is very different. So it's a slightly different experience. And you're probably also wondering, I've never actually heard of this thing because it actually went viral in, not Dubai, surprise, but it went viral in Korea. Again, my home country, Korea, like I mentioned in my last video. Koreans love a viral moment. They love a viral, trendy recipe, and this went absolutely crazy. I think it was invented in Korea as well. I want to try to make the vegan version, and I'm really hoping today is the day. I need the stars to align. I need everything to work out. Otherwise, I may cry of sorrow at the end of this video. We will see. But before we jump in, you guys, just a quick reminder that my Portugal trip, my vegan trip to Portugal that is happening in October of this year is closing soon for bookings. Guys, if you want to come with me to Portugal so we can explore the beautiful country, it's one of my favorite countries in Europe. It's amazing. It is absolutely gorgeous. And we are going to Lisbon and Porto and a lot of other awesome places in between. It is going to be epic. So if you want to come with me to Portugal on a vegan tour, check out the link below. And I'm telling you, the trip is closing very soon. It is closing for bookings August 1st. So it is coming up very, very soon. So if you want to come with me, it is now time to book, okay? And it's actually going to be my birthday during this trip. So you can actually celebrate my birthday with me. That'll be so much fun. So come with me to Portugal. The link is below. Don't miss out. And if you want to check out my trips to Thailand in 2027, that's also going to be linked below as well. So hopefully I'll see you in Portugal or maybe Thailand. All right, let's get started with making the recipe. So the first part is the easy part. So we have a pan here and we're just heating it up. I'm gonna add some vegan butter. Vegan butter. This is it's not a healthy recipe, let me just tell you, okay? And to the melting butter, we are going to add, I'm so sorry if I'm saying this wrong, kadayif. The description of it is basically hair thin shredded pastry dough. I found mine on Amazon, but I believe you can just find it in Middle Eastern stores. We're gonna just toast the kadayif. I'm gonna actually turn this down a little bit so that it's not gonna burn it, but we're gonna add this in, toast it nicely. This is gonna add that really nice crunchiness. So it's gonna get nice and golden brown as you allow it to toast. You don't wanna burn it. You just kind of let it cook while kind of gently stirring frequently. Okay, this is the easiest part of this recipe, so enjoy this process. Well, it wouldn't be me unless I at least somewhat screwed up the recipe. I did slightly burn this, even though I told you not to burn it. I went to the bathroom and then it just kind of went crazy. So I did burn it slightly, but it's not so bad. So it is nice and toasted, as you can see. You want a nicely kind of golden toasted situation. We're gonna turn the heat off so we don't mess up anymore. You're gonna add this into a large mixing bowl. Into this, we are going to add pistachio butter. So this is just pure pistachio butter, meaning there is nothing else except for pistachio. This is the brand that I'm using, Nuts to You Nut Butter. This is not sponsored, but they have just pure pistachio butter. There's a lot of pistachio butters that have other ingredients like milk ingredients. So obviously you want to avoid that. Get the pure pistachio butter, okay? I'm sure there's other brands that make it as well. So we're going to add the pistachio butter into this mixture. And oh my God, we have been sleeping on pistachio butter. It is delicious, but I will say it's kind of expensive. And we're also going to add some tahini. Now, last time I forgot to add tahini and it was still delicious. So this is optional, okay? And then we just kind of mix this together like sorry. Oh, we're also going to add salt. Sorry, I almost forgot. Salt. Little bit of salt, and it should be relatively easy to mix. Now, if you just want to make this and drizzle on some melted chocolate and enjoy and call it a day, that's probably what I will do in the future. But for this recipe, we're going to make things difficult for ourselves. I'm actually going to throw this in the fridge. I think the freezer actually, just for like 10 minutes, just to firm up the mixture a little bit. Ah! Oh, Lord Jesus. So I'm just going to put it into a smaller bowl. Oof. And then you can actually do this while kind of maybe measuring out the next set of ingredients. I don't know. We're gonna put this in the freezer just to firm it up enough so that it's easy to make it into balls. So, freezer. Time to take out our mixture. Okay, friends, this has been sitting in the freezer. I left it for 10 minutes. If you have kitchen gloves, you can put those on. If not, you can be like me, maybe wet your hands or grease your hands with some neutral oil. And then I'm just gonna make little balls. Yes, this is way easier to work with when you freeze it for a little bit, okay? So I highly recommend taking the time to just freeze it. We're just gonna make little balls. Now you can make them into whatever size you want. I'm gonna make them into smaller balls because I feel like it'll be easier to work with this way. I'm just gonna wet my hands every single time I work with it. Mine are gonna be in like 1 tablespoon size balls. So relatively small, you do you. And again, dip your hands in the water between every single ball because it does stick very easily. And if you can freeze them for longer, that's, I think, even better because it's already kind of starting to break apart a little bit more. We have made the balls. So for me, this made about 17 balls. We're gonna put this in the freezer to let it firm up even more while we work on the outer coating. Oh, now for the outer coating, I am nervous, okay? I am nervous because a few days ago, this was not a good look for me, okay? The outer coating uses marshmallows as the main key ingredient. These are vegan marshmallows. I'm using the Dandy's brand of vegan marshmallows. I think one of the things that went wrong, the mistakes I made was that the marshmallows I used were slightly dried out on the outside. I used a hack to try to like soften the dried out marshmallows, but I don't know. I feel like part of the reason it failed was that it was too dry. So I went and bought fresh marshmallows for you, okay? Vegan marshmallows, as pointed out by someone somewhat recently, that no longer apparently belongs to the vegan community, are very expensive. So these were $7.99 for a bag, okay? Which I feel like is a lot, but I decided to stop being cheap and buy the vegan marshmallows, the fresh vegan marshmallows, instead of using the dry ones. Another mistake that I think I made is that I used this thing right here, this portable stove, instead of using my regular stove. I think the heat on this is not really like evenly distributed. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take you to my actual stove and use that instead. Another mistake that I potentially made was that the heat may have been too high. So I'm gonna really use low heat to very patiently melt these vegan marshmallows. And patience is really not a trait that I have. It's gonna take a lot of unnatural behavior out of me. So let's go to the stove. If this doesn't work, I will cry myself to sleep tonight. Hello, welcome to my kitchen. This feels very intimate, but I kind of like it. Marshmallows. I need to bring them. Meh. Okay. I'm still filming. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we are going to have the heat on like low. We're gonna melt some more vegan butter. Another mistake that I think I may have made is that I didn't use enough vegan butter last time. So we're gonna use quite a lot, okay? I cannot try to be healthy with this recipe, okay? I'm just gonna go right in, channel my inner Julia child and just use as much butter as I possibly can. Vegan butter, of course. And I have the heat like on the full setting here so that the heat is fully distributed here. And oh my god, look at all this butter. Okay, that's a lot of butter. That's a lot of butter for like this much marshmallow. Maybe it's too much. Oh wait, this is too much butter. It's too much butter because I am using half the marshmallow amount. Oh my lord. Okay, hold on. Oh my god, I thought that was too much. That was my mistake. Once again, I made a mistake. Surprise, surprise. It's a lot of butter, just not as much as you just saw. Because I'm using half the marshmallows just in case I mess up again. I really don't want to waste very expensive vegan marshmallows. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's add the vegan marshmallows. We're gonna have the heat on low, you guys. This is gonna take a lot of patience. Okay. Let it sit here, okay? We have to be patient. The hell is this? We're gonna let it sit here for a minute at least to allow the marshmallows to start to melt. I'm actually gonna cover this up, let the heat kind of get trapped in there to allow it to melt. Hopefully that'll work. Okay. Stir it gently, not go too crazy. I'm just gonna turn it around, see how it's melting. We're gonna cover it up again. It's been another minute or so. It is melting. Apparently you don't want to stir too aggressively. You just want to kind of gently stir. I'm doing like 1 minute increments at a time, checking back every minute or so. Guys, it's looking good so far. I don't want to speak too soon, but I don't know. It's looking pretty good. So we're kind of waiting for the marshmallows to lose the shape and start kind of molding together. I think we can move on. I think it's going to start to lump together very soon. When it starts to, this is the blind leading the blind over here. Okay. So when it starts to kind of lose its shape, we're going to sift in some cocoa powder. Ooh. Ooh. As soon as we do that, we turn the heat off, mix this well, mix that cocoa powder in there. It's going to be stretchy. We're going to kind of try to get all that cocoa powder from the sides, all that vegan butter. You know what? I think we can take it off the heat. You want to have a non-stick parchment paper or this reusable silicone mat ready to go before you make the marshmallows, okay? Once it's cooked, you want to immediately just put it on a non-stick thing. We're going to wait probably like, I don't know, just a few minutes just so that it's not too hot. Because right now it's too hot, but you don't want it to be completely cooled down because then it's going to harden or it's going to be harder to work with. Okay, let it cool down. Let it cool down. Stop touching it. Okay, well, this is what it's looking like. I'm honestly not super satisfied because it's still looking a bit lumpy, and what I've seen is like it's supposed to be very almost like a smooth batter looking, but it's looking very lumpy. You can still work with this. I think it'll still taste great, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try another batch afterwards and see if I can make it better. It's not the end of the world. It is workable. We can still make this work, but I'm gonna try something a little different afterwards, but let me show you what we can do here. So I've taken the pistachio balls out of the freezer. They have firmed up quite a bit. So this is half the batch of the marshmallows, okay? I'm just gonna try to divide it somewhat evenly. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna be the prettiest, but it's still gonna taste good. Here's the thing, even when I messed up the first many batches, it still tasted really good. It was just a matter of like, I couldn't get the structure right, and it didn't look the prettiest. I actually fed it to my parents and they were like, oh my God, it's actually really good. We're gonna have a bowl of water ready and just like dip your hands in it, or you can grease your hands. Grease your hands with vegetable oil. Don't use like olive oil or anything that has like a flavor because then it'll taste like olive oil and that's weird. Okay, so we're gonna try. So we basically kind of flatten out a piece of this like marshmallow mixture and we're gonna try to cover a ball. This, you know what? This is not bad. Considering what I was dealing with a few days ago, I made it somewhat smooth. And the best part is that you can actually coat it in cocoa powder, so it's actually coverable. I'll take it. And then what you want to do is you can just sift, like you can put one of these balls, or you can just dip it in the cocoa powder, but I'm just gonna sift it. So you can kind of cover it up so it's not like, you know, you can't see the sort of ugliness of it. I'm gonna make the rest of these and then I'm gonna try out a different method of melting the marshmallows and see if that does anything better. All right, friends, I keep saying this is the last experiment I'm doing and it's the last batch, and I keep going back and trying again, so we'll see. So we're gonna try another slightly altered method. If this doesn't work, we're gonna have to deal with the slightly uglier cookies. These are fresh vegan marshmallows that are the bane of my existence. I never want to look at another marshmallow again. We're actually going to cut these into quarters, cut them into smaller pieces, and that way it'll melt more evenly is the hope, okay? So I have my knife, it's slightly wet it in between, I think, cuts here. The marshmallows get a bit sticky in it. Slightly wet them between basically every cut. I feel like that's the move. I feel like I'm doing a science experiment. I'm just really not a food scientist. Okay, so we got smaller marshmallows. We're back here again. This time what we're gonna do slightly differently is we're actually gonna add less vegan butter initially. Spread out the vegan butter adding. Maybe about half of the vegan butter or even less initially. Okay, so we're gonna add the marshmallows in. It's very sticky in it. Please try this recipe because I'm doing all this for you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover this up and do that same thing again where I cover it up and check back every minute and do the same thing until it starts to really melt. Okay, so it's definitely melting a lot faster than when I didn't cut it. So I'm gonna add the rest of the vegan butter. Oh my God. Please tell me this is going to work. I'm gonna stir it a little again. You kind of just wanna like fold it. Fold in the butter. Ooh, okay, I think we can sift the cocoa powder. Please, please. Dear Lord. Dear Lord, please. Now we're gonna mix it. I'm turning the heat off now. Okay. It's looking smoother. Can you see that? Can you see that it's looking smoother? Okay, now we're gonna take it off the heat and put it on the silicone mat. You have no idea how excited I am already. I can't be this excited because I'm gonna be disappointed. I don't wanna get too excited, but it's definitely looking way better than any of the other batches I've made. You don't wanna know how many batches I made. You don't wanna know. So I'm actually gonna have a little oil ready to go so I can oil my hands, but I do wanna let this cool down a bit. Oh my God, you guys, I think it might work. It's way smoother. There's no lumpiness going on because the other one it was like almost gritty. Like it wasn't smooth like this. This is kind of what we want. Yes, it's not perfect looking, but it looks smooth. All right, we're back. I'm on a time crunch. I let it cool down just to touch. I am going to separate it just a bit. I don't know how many balls I have left, but let's try. Let's just try. So it does stretch. There's still a little bit of grittiness going on. Okay, we're gonna grease my hands. So we're gonna easily flatten this a bit and stretch it out a little bit. We're gonna add, please, the moment of truth, a pistachio ball. This one might be too big. I don't know, we'll see. So, okay, it's stretching pretty good. Close it up like a little dumpling, okay? Okay, and then we're gonna just try to stick this together. Oh my God, this is the best I can make, but it's pretty good. Okay, so it's looking like this. She's pretty smooth. As long as she's pretty smooth, I really don't care. She doesn't have to look perfect. One more piece. Okay, let's do this one. Again, grease your hands a little. If it starts to stick, spread her out a little. Spread her out. Ooh, don't say that. And then take a piece. I'm gonna just close her up. Oh my God. Again, okay, not perfect. We're making progress. I think one thing that could help is using bigger pieces of the marshmallow mix. Okay, you see this? Okay, like that. You can just also just shape it a bit, close it up. Ooh, I think we have a winner. I'm pretty happy with what we have, okay? Because we're adding the cocoa powder, you don't really need to make it perfect anyway because it's gonna be covered. And you can also roll it in the cocoa powder as well, but we're gonna just sift it. It kind of looks like little energy balls because they're lumpy. The most important thing is that they taste good, right? Okay, so they look like this. I am happy. You know, if you strive for perfection, you're never gonna get anywhere, okay? Do some of these have holes in them? Yes. Do I care? No. Oh my God, guys, here it is. I cut one in half to show you what it kind of looks like from the inside. So finally, I have succeeded in making Dubai Chewy cookie. Yes, let's just break one apart. So as you can see, it's very stretchy on the outside because we have that marshmallow coating. And then the inside is that beautiful pistachio filling. I already know it tastes good because I made this about 50 million times. Here it is. Oh my God. I see why it went viral. It's so nice and savory and nutty on the inside with that beautiful crunch. And then the outside is that like nice and chewy texture with a little bit of sweetness. It's really not that sweet because the only sweetness is coming from the marshmallow. They're very addictive, very good. Girl, it's good. It's really good. The only thing about these, you probably don't want to eat too many for your health, but it's very addictive. Anyway, guys, so that was the vegan version or my attempt at a vegan version of the Dubai Chewy cookies. That was a journey. That was a multi-day journey and process. They may not be as pretty as I want them to be, but they are absolutely delicious. And I totally think they are worth making. I think everyone would love them. They're actually so tasty. They are worth a try. I'm gonna make the final blog post with the recipes. I'm gonna alter it a little bit based on my experience, and I'm gonna link it below so you guys can check that out. So make sure you check out the blog post and give it a 5-star review, guys. Guys, I suffered, okay, for this recipe. You have no idea. Please give it a 5-star review and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And once again, if you want to travel with me to Portugal, you have just a few more days left to book your spot now. So make sure you book your spot. Come with me to Portugal, which is happening in October to celebrate my birthday. And that's gonna be the last trip of 2026. And I have 2 Thailand trips coming up in January of 2027. So you can check those out as well. Those are gonna be awesome as well. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.